Antarctica is the last frontier. Maps said, "Here be monsters," the last remaining territory that could have such a designation.
Deep in the frozen wilderness of Antarctica, drone explorations have uncovered something truly unexpected and never meant to be seen. These startling discoveries have sent shockwaves through the scientific community, causing researchers to question the possibility of extraterrestrial life among us. But what lies hidden beneath the ice, and why was it concealed so long? Join us on this special episode as we reveal chilling discoveries made by drones in Antarctica that no one is supposed to see. Creepy underground tunnels. Under Antarctica's frozen surface lies a hidden and eerie world of tunnels and caves. But these complicated structures were recently unveiled by drones. These underground labyrinths, sculpted by relentless natural forces over millennia, reveal a peek into a world far removed from the icy wasteland above. One of the most unsettling formations here is the Subglacial Tunnel. They are dark, winding channels that form as meltwater from the ice. Sheets carve out pathways beneath the ice. Over time, these tunnels grow more extensive and convoluted, creating a maze-like network beneath the glacier's surface. Brave teams of scientists armed with remote sensors and specialized equipment venture into these shadowy passages to uncover the secrets of the ice sheets and the hidden environment below. By probing these tunnels without disturbing the ice, researchers gain insights into how these massive sheets of ice shift and respond to the encroaching specter of climate change. The atmosphere within these tunnels is otherworldly, silent, cold, and filled with the muffled echoes of water dripping through the icy darkness. Adding to the creepiness are the ice caves, which are natural wonders hidden inside glaciers. These hollow spaces, bathed in a gloomy, ghostly blue light, are adorned with intricate, otherworldly ice formations. The glowing blue ice and delicate, jagged structures create a hauntingly beautiful, yet unnervingly cold environment. The combination of dark, winding tunnels and glacial ice caves forms a chilling underworld beneath Antarctica's surface, a reminder of the strange and hidden forces in our planet's most remote corners. Moving from unbelievable tunnels between the chilling ice, we face something even more otherworldly that makes researchers question their understanding of the universe. A world different from ours. A parallel universe. Over the past few years, researchers working on Antarctica's Antarctic Impulsive Transient Antenna, or ANITA, have uncovered something creepy and thrilling, possible proof of a parallel universe. ANITA was created to study high-energy cosmic particles, particularly neutrinos, which typically come from the depths of space. However, during its flights over the frozen Antarctic landscape, the experiment picked up something shocking. Strange signals from particles that seemed to be emerging from the Earth itself, not from outer space. This defied all logic. Usually, these particles shouldn't be able to pass through the entire planet and come out the other side. This baffling discovery led some scientists to propose a wild idea. Maybe these particles weren't coming from our universe. What if they were from a parallel universe where time runs backward? In this strange, hypothetical universe, the Big Bang wouldn't have been a singular beginning, but a dividing line. In our universe, time flows forward, from past to future. On the other hand, time could flow backward, with events happening in reverse and things decreasing instead of increasing. This concept sounds like something out of a sci-fi movie, but it's grounded in natural science. In our universe, time moves in one direction, guided by the second law of thermodynamics, which says that things move toward disorder. But in this parallel universe, the opposite could be true. Everything would unfold in reverse. The idea of a parallel universe or multiverse suggests that alongside our reality, there could be countless others, each slightly different or maybe wildly different, with entirely new laws of physics. If this is true, there might be infinite versions of you, each living out different possibilities based on your choices. While discovering a potential parallel universe was fascinating, another startling find emerged from this icy frontier. Villa Las Estrellas. No appendix. Villa Las Estrellas is tucked away in one of Earth's most remote and unforgiving places, a small, eerie Chilean outpost on King George Island in Antarctica. This frozen wasteland is not just cold, it's hostile, a place where survival depends on following strict, unsettling rules. One of the most disturbing things about this place is that one must have their appendix removed before they can live there. Yes, that's right. If anyone desires to stay, they must sacrifice a part of themselves. The reason is simple, yet terrifying. Since Villa Las Estrellas is isolated in a way few places on Earth are, the nearest hospital is over 600 miles away, across the deadly and treacherous Southern Ocean. A burst appendix in such an isolated place could quickly lead to death with no help in sight. To avoid this grim scenario, the Chilean authorities demand that anyone planning to live here for an extended period, whether they're scientists, military personnel, or even children, undergo an appendectomy. It's a dark precaution, a reminder of how dangerous life in Antarctica can be. Despite its haunting isolation, the settlement has all the essentials for survival: a school, a post office, a small supermarket, and even a souvenir shop. But one should not be fooled by that. The temperatures are brutal, rarely rising above freezing, and during the endless Antarctic winter, the sun barely graces the sky. The town sinks into a shadowy twilight as though it's on the edge of the world, surrounded by ice and darkness. Only about 100 people live here during the summer, with even fewer in the bitter winter. It's a small community bound by cold rules and the ever-present threat of the frozen wilderness just outside. Amid Antarctica's chilling isolation, researchers have uncovered yet another astonishing find. This time, it's not just about extreme survival, but about ancient life that has persisted through millennia. The world's only animal with transparent blood. One of the planet's most unusual creatures lives in the Southern Ocean's frigid waters around Antarctica, the ocellated icefish. This peculiar fish is the world's only vertebrate with transparent blood, an incredibly rare trait. These creatures are among the few that have adapted to survive in the extreme cold of the Antarctic habitat. What sets these fish apart is the absence of hemoglobin, the protein that gives blood its red color and is responsible for carrying oxygen throughout the body. Without hemoglobin, the icefish's blood appears almost clear, a feature that would be deadly for most other animals. So, how does the ocellated icefish survive with such a seemingly disadvantageous trait? The answer lies in a series of extraordinary adaptations. First, the cold waters of the Antarctic are rich in dissolved oxygen, allowing the fish to absorb enough oxygen directly through its skin and gills. Additionally, icefish have larger hearts and blood vessels, which enable them to pump larger volumes of this oxygen-poor blood more efficiently throughout their bodies. As if that's not enough, these creatures also have an antifreeze protein, which prevents ice crystals from forming and damaging their tissues at sub-zero temperatures. This antifreeze protein is a crucial survival mechanism in an environment where the water temperature can drop below the freezing point of fresh water. The search continues, with each finding more surprising than the last. You'd think nothing should survive the passage of time, but the subsequent discovery here is a lizard egg over 60 million years old. 66-million-year-old mystery fossil. Researchers made a strange and mysterious discovery in Antarctica in 2011, a deflated sea lizard egg they ominously nicknamed the Thing. The name alone already hints at the sense of unease surrounding it. For nearly a decade, no one could figure out exactly what this odd, football-sized, deflated sac was. It didn't resemble any known fossil structure, and the mystery deepened as scientists speculated about its origins. Was it something from deep beneath the ice? An ancient creature's remains? The baffling thing left researchers stumped until, after years of study, scientists from the University of Texas at Austin cracked the case. They compared the fossil to modern soft-shelled eggs and found a match. It was likely the egg of a mosasaur, a colossal marine reptile that ruled the seas during the time of the dinosaurs. Unlike the hard-shelled eggs we associate with many dinosaurs, the thing egg had a soft, leathery texture, similar to those of modern-day snakes and lizards. The discovery was groundbreaking. The egg's soft, leathery structure explained why it had remained so elusive. Harder fossils tend to preserve better over time, while soft tissues rarely leave behind such well-preserved remains. And with that, the thing finally had an identity. It wasn't just a strange, deflated sack from the icy depths, but a rare glimpse into the ancient world of the mosasaurs, fearsome predators that roamed the oceans. These findings show that the frozen continent was once just like every other. However, Antarctica is widely believed to be deserted. But is it? Take a look at this ATM, which serves not less than 1,000 people living in this part of Antarctica. The world's loneliest ATM. McMurdo Station, nestled in the icy expanse of Antarctica, is one of the most isolated research stations on the planet. An unusual and intriguing sight stands among the stark, snow-covered landscape. An ATM. Installed by Wells Fargo in 1998, this ATM holds the title of the southernmost one on Earth. It may look like any ordinary machine, allowing people to withdraw cash, check their balances, and perform other standard transactions. Still, its location and the challenges it faces make it truly exceptional. The extreme cold at McMurdo Station, often plummeting below -50 degrees Celsius, presents a severe test for the machine's electronics and moving parts. To withstand the brutal temperatures, the ATM is specially engineered to endure freezing conditions. Maintenance and repairs tell a different story entirely. Unlike conventional ATMs, technicians can't drive over from a nearby location. Instead, Wells Fargo trains a few staff members at McMurdo to handle basic upkeep. For significant issues, technicians must be flown in from the United States, a costly and time-consuming process. McMurdo Station houses around 1,000 people during the summer months, including scientists, engineers, and support staff, while the population dwindles to about 250 in the winter. Despite the extreme isolation, cash remains essential for small purchases, such as snacks or souvenirs at the station store. Interestingly, this ATM dispenses only US dollars, as Antarctica does not have an official currency. If given the chance, would you use this remarkable and remote ATM? It would help if you stayed away from this next find, which looks more like an eternal abyss. Giant hole. Twice the size of a state. In 2016, scientists were stunned by the sudden appearance of a massive hole, or polynya, in the sea ice of Antarctica. This enormous gap, which was twice the size of New Jersey, opened up in the Weddell Sea, creating a mystery that captured researchers. While polynyas are known to form in polar regions, the sheer size and unexpected emergence of this one were unprecedented. For some time, the cause of this enormous hole remained a mystery. However, recent investigations revealed that its formation resulted from a combination of factors: wind patterns, water currents, and the salinity of the water. Polynyas typically occur when warm, saltier water from the deep ocean rises to the surface, melting the ice from underneath. In the case of the 2016 Weddell Sea polynya, a perfect storm of conditions came together. The powerful winds of the Weddell Gyre played a crucial role. These winds drove the deep, warmer waters upwards. As this warm water reached the surface, it melted the sea ice, creating a vast area of open water amid the surrounding ice pack. Additionally, the water's high salinity contributed to the polynya's growth. Saltier water is denser, causing it to sink and push up warmer water from below. This cycle of melting and rising prevented the surface from refreezing immediately, allowing the polynya to persist for an extended period. While researchers have made significant strides in understanding these mysterious natural phenomena, some mysteries in Antarctica still elude scientific explanation. One such enigma is not in the ice, but beneath it, a creature so strange that its very existence raises more questions than answers. Mysterious Cryptid of Antarctica. Deep beneath Antarctica's icy, unforgiving waters lurks a cryptid so complicated and chilling that it has captured the imagination of many. This mysterious creature, known as the Ningen, was first reported by Japanese researchers in the early 2000s. Descriptions of the Ningen paint a spine-tingling picture of a colossal, human-like being stretching up to 98 feet in length. Its pale, smooth skin and human-like features, such as limbs and a head, contribute to its eerie, unsettling appearance. The name Ningen directly translates to human in Japanese, hinting at its unsettling resemblance to our kind. Witnesses describe it as a whale-like humanoid, occasionally glimpsed near the surface of the frigid waters. However, sightings of this elusive creature are rare and shrouded in enigma. Some speculate that the Ningen is a closely guarded secret, hidden by governments to prevent public panic or to safeguard sensitive research conducted in the region. Others believe it could be an undiscovered species, a bizarre and terrifying cousin to known marine mammals. Skeptics question whether the Ningen exists or is merely a product of myth and imagination. Despite its shadowy presence and the scant evidence supporting its existence, the Ningen has become one of the most infamous cryptids allegedly inhabiting the South Pole. Its elusive nature and Antarctica's cold, desolate environment only add to the mystery and dread surrounding this creature. Whether it is a natural, unknown species or a figment of our darkest fears, the Ningen haunts the icy depths, leaving behind a trail of chilling stories and unanswered questions. But just as unsettling as this cryptid is another creature that defies expectations, not in legend, but in reality. While the Ningen remains a question of myth, the subsequent discovery challenges what we know about spiders, with evidence as tangible as the icy waters it calls home. Giant Antarctic sea spider. The giant Antarctic sea spider is far from your ordinary arachnid. It is a massive marine arthropod that fascinates scientists and geologists. This formidable creature can stretch up to 25 inches wide, making it one of Earth's most enormous sea spiders. Unlike the familiar land spiders with 8 legs, this colossal sea spider boasts up to 10 or 12 legs, which it uses to crawl slowly across the ocean floor in a strangely mesmerizing fashion. What makes this spider truly captivating is its adaptation to the frigid waters of Antarctica. The extreme cold reduces the spider's energy needs, allowing it to survive with a sluggish metabolism that lets it go for months without food. It catches minuscule prey, such as plankton, with its elongated, spindly legs delicately probing the icy depths. The sea spider can shed its exoskeleton as it grows, which helps it manage its colossal size. Instead of gills, it breathes through tiny openings in its legs, an adaptation ideally suited for the oxygen-rich waters of its glacial habitat. Despite its unnerving, otherworldly appearance, the giant Antarctic sea spider plays a vital role in its ecosystem. It helps regulate the populations of tiny marine creatures, maintaining the delicate balance of the Antarctic marine environment. The drones may have gone too far with the next discovery. This is very unsettling, as no one wants to see that. Before we continue the video, let's have our subscribers pick. You can see 3 dark, unidentified figures moving slowly across a dangerous path on your screen. They appeared almost human, yet something was off. How was it that Antarctica's vast, empty terrain, where no living thing should thrive, had somehow become a stage for these strange beings. For years, Antarctica has been a hotspot for mysterious sightings and whispered tales of bizarre phenomena and creatures hidden in the icy depths. But this discovery felt different. The figures moved purposefully as though they knew the land, but their origins remained mysterious. Some say they resembled ape-like creatures, perhaps an elusive species surviving in the harshest environment on Earth, creatures that have somehow eluded detection for centuries. Others, however, speak of extraterrestrial visitors, beings from another world drawn to this isolated, alien-like landscape. Are they creatures beyond our understanding, or perhaps something far stranger than we can comprehend? Rock formations that coincidentally took on a humanoid shape? Or were we glimpsing something not of this world, a secret hidden deep in the frozen wilderness? The question remains, do we dare seek them out? Or should some mysteries remain buried in the ice forever, just like this supercruiser that was recently found after being abandoned? The snow cruiser. In the late 1930s, the United States embarked on an ambitious project to explore the icy expanse of Antarctica. The snow cruiser, a colossal vehicle designed for this very purpose, was envisioned as a giant car capable of conquering the continent's harsh terrain. Crafted for Admiral Richard E. Byrd, the snow cruiser measured 55 feet long, 19 feet wide, and 16 feet high, weighing approximately 75,000 pounds. Its massive wheels, each 10 feet in diameter, were intended to navigate the thick snow and ice. Powered by diesel engines, it boasted an impressive 5,000-mile range. Inside the snow cruiser, life was an unusual blend of exploration and comfort. It was equipped to house a crew of 5 and featured sleeping quarters, a kitchen, and a workspace. There was even a special compartment for a small plane, which could be used for aerial surveys and further exploration. The snow cruiser's journey to Antarctica began in 1939. It traveled by road from Chicago to Boston before being loaded onto a ship bound for the icy continent. The voyage was fraught with difficulties, including mechanical issues and the challenge of transporting such a massive machine. Once in Antarctica, the snow cruiser encountered new obstacles. Its enormous wheels, designed for snowy surfaces, frequently sank into the soft snow, making movement nearly impossible. Despite these setbacks, the crew utilized the snow cruiser as a stationary base for their research. Eventually, the vehicle was abandoned, buried under layers of snow and ice. Over the years, the snow cruiser has become a legendary relic of exploration, with many searching for its remains, hoping to unearth this historic piece of Antarctic adventure. As remarkable as the story of this colossal machine is, it pales in comparison to another astonishing discovery made in the icy expanse of Antarctica. This one not of steel, but of something far more surprising: a century-old snack. A century-old fruitcake found in the ice. Fruitcake, the dessert that often seems to be the last one left on the table, has made an astonishing appearance in one of the most unlikely places. In 2017, explorers in Antarctica found a fruitcake that's an incredible 106 years old, remarkably still intact and edible. Conservators from the New Zealand-based Antarctic Heritage Trust made this surprising find during their meticulous restoration work at Cape Adare, a site tied to some of the earliest Antarctic expeditions. The fruitcake, baked by Huntley and Palmer, was discovered inside a rusted tin. While the tin had seen better days and showed signs of decay on the outside, the fruitcake inside was almost perfectly preserved, as if it had been frozen in time. The tin was found in a hut used by the northern party of Robert Falcon Scott's Terra Nova expedition, a group of explorers who braved the frigid Antarctic wilderness in the early 20th century. During that era, explorers favored fruitcake due to its dense energy content and remarkable ability to withstand the harsh conditions of the polar environment. It was practical, durable, and could provide essential sustenance on long journeys. However, if given a choice, anyone would unlikely choose fruitcake as their first pick. It is the perennial last option that lingers when all others are gone. Finding a century-old fruitcake is something you see only sometimes. But even rarer than that is the discovery of a jellyfish living thousands of feet in the ocean. Giant phantom jellyfish. Imagine a bizarre creature that looks like something from a science fiction movie. Recently, guests aboard a luxury Viking cruise liner were treated to a sight that seemed almost otherworldly: a rare giant phantom jellyfish. This astonishing discovery occurred while they were exploring the icy waters off the coast of Antarctica. The giant phantom jellyfish is no ordinary marine creature. Typically dwelling at staggering depths of over 3,000 feet, it is rarely seen by human eyes. This jellyfish has an umbrella-like bell and 4 ghostly, ribbon-like arms, stretching up to 33 feet long. These tentacles trap unsuspecting prey, drifting silently through the darkened waters of the deep sea. Seeing such a creature in shallower waters is an unusual and unsettling phenomenon. It could signify something is amiss with the ocean's conditions, or the jellyfish itself. These deep-sea giants are elusive. Fewer than 130 sightings have been recorded. The fact that one was seen in the relatively accessible Antarctic waters makes this an extraordinary event, a rare and haunting glimpse into a hidden world. Witnessing a giant phantom jellyfish is nothing short of a once-in-a-lifetime experience. It serves as a reminder of how mysterious and unexplored the depths of our oceans remain. While the sight of this ethereal, nearly mythical creature makes one marvel at the secrets still lurking in the darkest corners of our planet's oceans, the discovery of an animal from 250 million years ago left scientists in shock and disbelief. As fascinating as this jellyfish is, it wasn't the first bizarre discovery to leave scientists in awe. Antarctica's secrets stretch back far beyond the frozen depths of today's oceans, to a time when the continent was warm and teeming with life. The discovery of the Antarctic King. This very discovery took scientists by surprise. Buried deep within the icy ground of Antarctica, the fossilized remains of this iguana-shaped reptile told a story from an astonishing 250 million years ago. Back then, Antarctica was not the frozen, lifeless place we know today. It was warm, teeming with strange creatures like the Antarctic King, a distant relative of the dinosaurs. This creature, known as Antarctanax, wasn't a giant, but a fierce predator. It likely hunted insects, small amphibians, and perhaps even early mammals, ruling its territory like a king. Its sharp teeth and strong limbs made it one of the top hunters of its time. The fossils of this ancient reptile were found in the Transantarctic Mountains, revealing secrets long hidden beneath layers of ice. The importance of this find goes beyond just another fossil. Antarctanax lived after the Permian-Triassic extinction, when nearly 90% of all species on Earth disappeared. This extinction was the most devastating in our planet's history. Yet from the ashes of this mass extinction, life found a way to survive, and Antarctanax was part of that rebirth. Without creatures like it, our ecosystem might look very different. This small reptile was part of an archosaur group that would later evolve into some of the most famous animals in history: dinosaurs, birds, and crocodiles. The Antarctic King's survival helped pave the way for these creatures to rise. This discovery teaches us how life can adapt and thrive, even after facing destruction. Though long gone, the Antarctic King played a huge role in shaping the world we live in today. Similarly, another remarkable discovery in Antarctica further reshaped scientists' understanding of the continent's ancient past. 40-million-year-old frog remains. In 2022, scientists made a remarkable discovery in the icy expanse of Antarctica: the fossilized remains of a frog dating back an astonishing 40 million years. Yes, you heard that correctly. Millions of years ago, frogs thrived in what is now one of the coldest places on Earth. At that time, Antarctica was not the frozen wasteland we know today, but a land of warmth and vibrant life. The fossil was uncovered on Seymour Island, an area already known for yielding several other ancient remains. This frog belonged to a family now found only in South America, suggesting that the continents were once connected. The discovery implies that Antarctica, in its distant past, had a much warmer climate and was home to a diverse array of flora and fauna. 40 million years ago, Antarctica was a lush, green land with dense forests, teeming rivers, and lakes. This fertile environment supported a variety of life forms, including marsupials, reptiles, and amphibians. The presence of this ancient frog indicates that the continent was once a thriving habitat, starkly different from the desolate, icy terrain we see today. As more fossils are uncovered, scientists hope to reconstruct a vivid picture of Antarctica's ancient past, a time when it was a lush paradise teeming with life. Each discovery helps us understand the dramatic changes that have transformed this once warm land into the icy realm it has become, revealing the eerie and fascinating history hidden beneath its frozen surface. Adding to the intrigue of ancient discoveries, Antarctica became the center of another sensational story that captivated the world's imagination. The alien Antarctic robot. In Antarctica's vast and frozen expanse, an astonishing sight jolted the entire world and left people on the edge of their seats. A colossal alien robot with its metallic frame gleaming under the polar sun emerged directly from the ice. The entire universe held its breath, and theories of extraterrestrial life started flying here and there. Scientists marveled at the intricate craftsmanship, pondering its origins and purpose. However, as investigations deepened, cracks in the facade appeared shockingly. After a series of investigations, the giant, scary robot that terrified everyone was exposed as an elaborate hoax created by a group of eccentric artists. The whole world gasped in disbelief, yet the fascination remained. Unsurprisingly, questions surfaced, demanding answers. Who were the masterminds behind the audacious ruse? How did they manage to deceive the entire world into believing it? What was their reason for orchestrating such an elaborate spectacle? As the truth unfolded, a tale of passion, ambition, and the insatiable thirst for captivating the human imagination emerged. The artists were driven by a desire to ignite wonder and provoke contemplation. They had ingeniously fabricated an awe-inspiring enigma. Although the whole thing was debunked, the Antarctic robot remains an enduring symbol of humanity's yearning for the extraordinary and the profound mysteries that lie beyond our understanding. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe.